Hey, what's up guys? Today, I'm going to show you how to breathe new life into your old smartphone by transforming it into a retro gaming console. That's right, instead of letting that old phone gather dust, you can use it to relive the classics like Pokemon, Mario, or Sonic. Let's dive right in. First up, here's what you'll need. Grab your old smartphone, whether it's an Android or iOS device. You'll also need a Bluetooth controller like the 8-bit SN30 Pro, or a PS4 controller. If you prefer wired, a USB OTG cable works too. Don't forget to download some retro gaming emulator apps like RetroArch, Lemeroid, or Classic Boy. And if you're storing games, a microSD card can come in handy. For those who really want to get fancy, you can even 3D print a custom shell for your controller. Alright, let's get started with prepping your smartphone. First, factory reset the phone to wipe all personal data. Just head to Settings, then System, and hit Reset. Next, disable any unnecessary apps to save on battery. Turn off auto updates and background processes. Now enable developer options by going to Settings, About Phone, and tapping the build number 7 times. In developer options, toggle USB debugging and OTG storage if you're using a wired controller. Step 2 is all about installing the emulators and ROMs. For Android, head over to the Play Store and download RetroArch or Lemeroid. If you're on iOS, you'll need to sideload Delta Emulator via AltStore. Once you have your emulator, it's time to add game ROMs. Make sure to legally acquire them for games you own, and transfer them to your phone via USB or cloud storage. Next, it's time to connect your controller. If you're using a Bluetooth controller, turn on pairing mode, then go to Settings Bluetooth and pair it. For a wired controller, simply plug it into the phone's USB port using an OTG cable. Now let's configure the emulator. Open RetroArch or Lemeroid and load a ROM like Super Mario Bros. Go to Settings, Input, Port 1 Controls, and map the buttons to match your controller layout. Easy peasy. For those going the extra mile, you can build a custom controller shell. Download a design from Thingiverse and 3D print it. Secure your phone inside the shell and connect the controller. Add some aesthetic touches, maybe a retro paint job or some stickers to really make it pop. Finally, optimize performance. Enable battery saver mode to extend gameplay time, and to avoid overheating, consider removing the phone case during long sessions. Now, if you're feeling adventurous and want to tackle another project, consider converting an old laptop into a home server. You'll need an old laptop with working Wi-Fi and charger, a USB drive, and a lightweight OS like Raspberry Pi OS Lite or Ubuntu server. Download the OS, create a bootable USB with Balena Etcher, and install it on the laptop. Set up server services, update packages, and install Docker if needed. Enable SSH for remote access and set up dynamic DNS for easy connectivity. Or, if you need to boost your home network, turn an old router into a Wi-Fi extender. Check if your router is compatible with DDWRT or OpenWrt firmware. Flash the custom firmware and configure it as a repeater by connecting it to your main router. Assign a static IP to ensure stable connectivity. To wrap it up, start with easier projects like the smartphone gaming console. Join online communities like RDIY on Reddit or Hackaday forums for tips and support. And always remember, safety first. Disconnect power before any hardware modifications. So, which project are you excited to tackle first? Let me know in the comments below. Catch you in the next video.